Julian McMahon, the Australian actor whose charm, screen presence, and depth captivated audiences for over 3 decades, has passed away at the age of 56. Best known for his iconic roles in television dramas such as Charmed, Nip Tuck, and FBI, Most Wanted, as well as his memorable portrayal of the infamous Doctor Doom in the Fantastic Four films. Julian leaves behind a legacy marked by passion, talent, and an undeniable magnetism. His death occurred in Clearwater, Florida on a quiet Wednesday, following a private and courageous battle with cancer. News of his illness had not been made public, which made the announcement of his passing all the more heartbreaking for his fans and colleagues alike. His wife, Kelly Penyaga, confirmed the tragic news 2 days later, issuing a deeply heartfelt statement that resonated with the many lives Julian touched throughout his career. With an open heart, I wish to share with the world that my beloved husband, Julian McMahon, died peacefully this week after a valiant effort to overcome cancer, she wrote. Her words painted a picture of a man who lived with purpose, who embraced the world around him with empathy and enthusiasm. Kelly added, Julian loved life. He loved his family. He loved his friends. He loved his work, and he loved his fans. His deepest wish was to bring joy into as many lives as possible. The sincerity of her statement brought comfort to many, while also highlighting the immense sense of loss that his passing had caused. In those few sentences, she captured the core of Julian's character, a man driven not only by artistic ambition but also by a genuine desire to uplift and inspire. She also urged for compassion during this period of mourning, asking the public and media to respect their privacy. We ask for support during this time to allow our family to grieve in privacy. And we wish for all of those to whom Julian brought joy to continue to find joy in life. We are grateful for the memories. Julian McMahon's life began in Sydney, Australia in 1968. From the very beginning, he stood out. He was the son of one of Australia's most notable figures, Sir William "Billy" McMahon, who served as the 20th Prime Minister of Australia from 1971 to 1972. His mother, Sonia McMahon, was a glamorous and highly respected socialite. Despite the trappings of politics and prestige surrounding him from birth, Julian carved a path that was uniquely his own. Rather than follow in his father's political footsteps, Julian opted to pursue a career in modeling and eventually acting. Driven by his own creative inclinations and desire to express himself, in the 1980s, Julian began modeling in Australia and quickly gained attention for his striking features and confident demeanor. He modeled for high-profile brands and campaigns and began appearing in television commercials, which gave him early exposure and opened doors to acting opportunities. His charisma was apparent even then, and it wasn't long before the entertainment industry took notice. In 1990, Julian made his acting debut in the long-running Australian soap opera Home and Away. Portraying the character of Ben Lucini, he appeared in over 150 episodes, showcasing not only his good looks but also a budding talent for drama and emotional depth. It was during this time that Julian truly caught the acting bug and set his sights on larger international projects. After gaining traction in Australia, Julian sought to expand his career overseas. He made his feature film debut in the 1992 comedy Exchange Lifeguards, which was later released in the United States under the title Wet and Wild Summer. Although the film did not make a significant mark critically, it served as an important stepping stone for Julian's entry into the American entertainment industry. He then began appearing in U.S. television series, including Another World, Profiler, and Will and Grace, slowly building a solid reputation in Hollywood. He was known not just for his looks but for his commitment to roles, his versatility, and his ability to bring nuance and complexity to every character he portrayed. Julian's breakthrough came in the early 2000s, when he was cast as Cole Turner in the popular supernatural television series Charmed. As the mysterious half-demon, half-human love interest of Alyssa Milano's character, Cole quickly became a fan favorite. His brooding intensity and inner torment made for a compelling narrative arc, and Julian delivered a performance that was as magnetic as it was heartbreaking. He portrayed Cole from 2000 to 2003, with a brief return in 2005. The role solidified his place in television history and endeared him to a generation of viewers who grew up with the show. He brought humanity to a character that could have easily been two-dimensional, and his portrayal remains one of the most memorable aspects of the series. But it was his role as Dr. Christian Troy in FX's critically acclaimed drama, Nip Tuck, that truly demonstrated Julian McMahon's acting range. Premiering in 2003, the show was created by Ryan Murphy and followed the lives of two plastic surgeons in Miami. As Christian Troy, Julian played a character who is equal parts charming and troubled, a man whose surface-level confidence masked deeper insecurities and unresolved trauma. The role allowed Julian to explore a wide emotional spectrum, from narcissistic indulgence to profound vulnerability, over 6 gripping seasons, from 2003 to 2010. Julian's performance was both provocative and poignant, earning him a Golden Globe nomination and cementing his status as a serious actor with considerable depth. He brought a boldness to Christian Troy that was both electrifying and deeply human, often leaving audiences both mesmerized and uncomfortable. The show dealt with taboo subjects, and Julian leaned into the darkness of his character with fearless intensity. Yet, he also knew how to temper Christian's bravado with moments of rare tenderness, particularly in scenes that exposed the character's longing for love and acceptance. It was a masterclass in complex character portrayal, and it remains one of the standout performances of his career. Julian also made a name for himself on the big screen. One of his most recognizable film roles came in the mid-2000s, when he was cast as Victor Von Doom, also known as Dr. Doom, in the Fantastic Four movies, as the central antagonist in both the 2005 and 2007 films. Julian embraced the larger-than-life villain with theatrical flair and gravitas. He brought a sense of aristocratic menace to the role that stood out amid the film's CGI-heavy spectacle. While the movies themselves received mixed reviews, Julian's performance was widely acknowledged as a strong point, with many fans and critics appreciating the gravitas and elegance he brought to the character. It was further proof of his ability to adapt to different genres and leave a lasting impression in the later years of his career. Julian returned to television and continued to work steadily. He most recently starred in FBI, Most Wanted, a spin-off of the popular crime procedural, FBI. From 2020 to 2022, he played Jess LaCroix, the stoic and emotionally complex leader of the Fugitive Task Force. His portrayal once again highlighted his skill at blending authority with humanity, and fans quickly embraced his new character. He brought quiet strength and emotional intelligence to the role, making Jess LaCroix both commanding and relatable. His departure from the show was met with disappointment from loyal viewers, who had come to appreciate his steady presence and the emotional weight he brought to the series. Julian's life off-screen was just as rich as his professional achievements. Despite his fame, he remained grounded and committed to the people he loved. He married actress and author Kelly Paniagua in 2014, and the couple shared a deep and enduring bond. Friends and family often remarked on his kindness, generosity, and thoughtfulness. He was not someone who sought the spotlight for its own sake. Instead, he pursued his craft with sincerity and respected the process of storytelling. He mentored young actors, supported charitable causes, and valued the quieter moments in life just as much as the glamorous ones.